What's up, guys? I'm here with the next IDP target. And this week, we'll talk about Divine Deablo. Yes, the Las Vegas Raiders middle linebacker. He was entering the third season with the Raiders. Last year, season cut short, only 8 games due to a forearm injury, fracture, had to miss the rest of the season. Looking this year, he is set to begin alongside Robert Spillane. Not a ton of competition in that linebacker position or the linebacker room, especially in Vegas. Great front four to offset some of the big ends getting to him. So he should have a pretty good line of sight for everything with that speed and athleticism. It really should pay off. It's a good discount option this year. Deablo falling to around LB 33 to LB 35 among consensus. I personally have him as my LB 25, so there's room for growth. I think that could be even low too. What we saw last year was 75 combined tackles. Remember, 8 games, 1 tackle for a loss, 1 pass defense, 41 tackles in 2021. So from weeks 13 to 18 as a starter, he demonstrated immense tackle upside. We saw that parlayed into last year through the first 8 games. Injury bugaboo, of course, is going to happen. If you look at that time frame, he was 7th among linebackers in combined tackles through week 8. He had the 7th most targets among linebackers through week 8. And he had the 3rd most run play tackles among linebackers through week 8. So what he demonstrated is in that short sample size, he is more than capable of performing as an LB1, LB2. If there are other reasons for concern, sure. We see limited career snaps as due to result to the injury. He hasn't had as much playing time and or snaps as a result. The Raiders historically middle of the pack as far as linebacker scoring. We saw that last year. Could that reflect this year as well? Sure. Why not? They didn't make too many wholesale changes. And what that ultimately results in, if you noticed from earlier when I said he only had 1 tackle for loss and 1 pass defense, despite being really heavily targeted, he is tackle volume dependent for the true big upside. But I think it's there, especially in camp so far. We've seen that he has actually been all around the ball. We saw that last year. So I think the upside for those splash plays, turnovers are there. Here's my reason for optimism. Like I said, tackle volume, full-time role this year, clean bill of health. Those games he started in 21 to 22, he had a 14.7% tackle rate. More than enough to be capable for an LB1, LB2 during that time span. Also averaged 8.3 tackles per game when he played more than 30 snaps, which is what I project going forward this year, along with health. That turns into a 140-plus tackle season. I think that's a safe floor for him with the full season. What we can expect this year as far as draft value and where can you get him? Like I said earlier, he's the LB 33. I have him as a 25. I think there's a lot of people that will just look at last year's shortened season, look at the Raiders as a whole, and kind of pass over Divine Deablo. I'm here to tell you, don't do that. Take him as your low-end LB2, high-end LB3, and get low-end LB1 potential, most likely. LB2, consistent week in, week out. This has been Nate Markham with Fantasy and Frames. Good luck this year in draft season. Take care.